Leeds.
Now then, folks, how you all doing? We do love you, Leeds. Cheers, my boy. Welcome back to Imagine Not Being Leeds. Hope everybody's doing well. It's Friday night. What is it to be sad about? Buzzing. Tough week at work. Another tough week next week. 2 days off. Let's just live in the moment. Just going nuts on a Friday night. Thanks for joining me. Much appreciated. So, as a lot of you will know, I've got a raffle for these boots. One here, Joe Rothwell. Signed by Joe Rothwell with a certificate, and we have a Pascal Struik, whatever you want to pronounce it. So I don't know how you want me to play this. Do I get straight out and do it? I'm not too sure whether to wait a little bit. But let's get through chat first and see what's going on. But yeah, other than that, we are going to go through. The bookies have had their say, as they always do. Obviously, no signings, no, but there is odds out there now for who you know they think will be relegated, who they think will win title, who will be in Europe, and every position from for next season in the Premier League. So I thought it'd be quite interesting to have a look what they say and put it to you guys, and we'll have a chat about it and see how wrong they are, or are they wrong? You know, do we think Leeds will go down? Do we think Leeds will stay up? So it'll be interesting to see what they've said and get your opinion on that. But yeah, let's just get through a bit of housekeeping first. Tezza, hey up, mate. Hope you're well. Cade Spencer, hey up, come on, can't wait. Hey up, Cade, hope you're well, mate. We've had a good week. Cheers, Danny, mate. Yeah, please smash a like, please subscribe if you're new here. As many likes as possible would be great. You know me, I don't harp on for that, but I'd love some decent likes on this. That's all right. Cheers, Cade. And yeah, my mate Danny will bang some links in here. Wilco White's passion for Leeds. My mate Callum and Danny himself, Danny Rumsey. Please show these great channels as well some love, please. Good friends of mine. Hope you're all well. Tezza's loving it today. Hey up, Mike. Hope you're well, mate. I'm good. Top Banana. Thanks for being here, buddy, as always. Hey up, Joseph. Angela. Hi, love. Hope you're all right. Brookie. Hey up, buddy. How do, Robbo? Oh, hey up, kid. Thanks for that, mate. Thanks for that super chat. Much appreciated. Thank you. Straight in says flat out darts. That's all you can do one. Yeah, I will do it with Fed. I'll do that, then I can get to video. Hey up, Jamo. Hope you're well, mate. Yeah, I'm good, buddy. Had a good day. Press up contest. Leeds for Europe in 2028. Yeah, let's hope so. It's going to be tough. The Premier League has got stronger in the last 2 years. We've been away, but a top recruitment, and we could be okay. Yeah, Skip, you've got to have hope, haven't you, mate? But it's the hope that kills you. But yeah, well, we'll get into it. But yeah, let's get into this raffle then and get this done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to raffle, because Joe Rothwell is no longer with us, and I don't think will be with us. I'll do him first, and then we'll have the Pascal Struik next. So the first raffle is for the Joe Rothwell boot. So let's get it. Let me make sure. Honestly, I've done one raffle before in here, and I didn't even share the screen like a tool. So let me just check that I'm actually sharing this. You can all see that, can't you? Everybody can see that. Honestly, it was a nightmare last time I did this, but yeah, just someone let me know you can see that. That's fine, innit? I don't risk it. Don't want to go until you can see it, but I'm sure you can. So rather than a raffle, I'm doing a spin the wheel. So I've had 34 people enter. You've only been entered if you've commented on the video on the YouTube channel. I've gone through it twice today, and then I last went through it once. So I've got everybody down who's commented on the video, and it's 34 in total. But someone just let me know you can see that. Hope I'm not red. Yep. Is everybody who's in here on it, who should be on it? In fact, I can't remember you being on it, Top Banana. I actually can't remember. You are now, mate. This isn't a good start, is it? Right. Yeah. 35 of you on it. Sound right. Let's go for it. So the first boot is for the Joe Rothwell one. Okie doke. So the Joe Rothwell boot is going to Tiffany Sutton 1277. But please message me on any form of social media. You can. Yeah, Tiffany Sutton has won the first one. So yeah, get in touch. And this is now for the Pascal Strauch boot. Let's go. So for the last boot remaining, Pascal Strauch, go through. Revy Band. Great name, to be fair. Sorry for everybody else that didn't win, but thank you for taking part. I'll have more raffles coming, a few more before the season. I've got a few ideas and more stuff, but I need Tiffany Sutton and Revy Band to contact me, please, so I can send you out the Pascal Struck and Joe Ruffalo. But sorry for the people who didn't win. Don't be too disheartened. There'll be something coming up in the future. Don't worry. But yes, what if they are not in here? Then they'll just message me on social media, kid. Yeah, not everyone can watch this live, I suppose. But yeah, thank you for everyone who's taken part. I do appreciate it. Fixed. It definitely weren't. The first time it looked more fixed, Danny. Lee decided Messi. Apparently, Joe. Apparently. Just one of your videos, mate. Load of bollocks. It is, Mike, yeah. I'm a bit good. I don't like the winners are even in here tonight. But yeah, get in touch with me. They must watch this tomorrow or whenever. And please contact me. I never will. Yeah, I know that's the only thing. I always feel bad when, not everyone can win though, can they? I'm here now. Sorry, mate. Don't do that. I love you, Skip. Lee deciding Messi. Apparently, there we go. Cheers, Joe Blackburn. I hope everyone who's just come in. Thank you for being here. Well done, Matt. You don't have to do giveaway. No, I know, mate. But yeah, I do like doing it. Cheers, mate. Hey up, Jammy. Hope you're well. Right, so let's get into it anyway. So that's a raffle done. Thanks for everyone who's taken part. Like I said, there'll be more to come, so stick with me. So yeah, the bookies. I don't gamble myself. I've seen someone else do a similar video for like a general channel a few days ago, and I thought it was quite interesting. So obviously their odds, is it quite accurate? Looking at it, a lot of them go off the positions what we've just had this season. There's a few movers in there, big movers. You may have an idea of what I'm talking about. Some big movers in there, which I don't really agree with. But yeah, let's get into it. There's a lot of comments coming through now. Evening, Lee. Hope you're well. You have, mate. I usually win. The system must be broken. Rent paid. Thank you. Yeah, please stick a like. Please subscribe if you're new here. Much appreciated. Cheers, Joe Blackburn, for this, buddy. Appreciate it. Issues I've committed to the stupidest clickbait thumbnail for the morning. So that could, yeah, I'm looking forward to watching it now, mate. I just seen before I come on here, mate. It's gonna be good to see. Tickle those likes, yeah, please do. Smash a like, subscribe for that, Matty. Cheers, Jammy. Bielsa would have had a word with Messi. Yeah. Right, so let's get into it. So these are the averages across the bookmakers for the positions on where the teams will finish in the Premier League next season. So let's go through it together. Hey up, Eddie. Hope you're well, mate. So yeah, they've got Liverpool down as champions. I don't think that's a surprise. Yeah, I'm just not surprised by that at all. The fact Salah's staying. I do think they need a new number 9, I would suggest, but I do think they'll be fine. Liverpool, I think it's between them, Arsenal and City. Let's be fair, they're going to be top 3 for a while, I would imagine. I can't see anyone breaking into that sort of position other than one of them 3. So yeah, there's no surprise there at top. I won't go too slow on these, but yeah, they've got Liverpool at top. If you think any different, bang it in and I'll bring it on screen. But it's getting really messy, this, isn't it? Honestly, Joe, you're good at throwing people off you, but I love you, man. Class. Thanks for sending people over. Appreciate it, mate. Look forward to your video in the morning. Arsenal second. Again, I think that's easy to do just based on this season. It's more likely the bookies are going to get their odds out there from what's just happened. So there's no massive surprise there for me with that. I think City might get back wounded. You know what it is with City, Lee? And I was thinking this. I just think the Kevin De Bruyne going is how do they get past that? And I know they've got a lot of money, they've got great players everywhere else, but that's going to be an acid test for them. That, Lee, losing De Bruyne is massive, in it. What a player he is. I think Arsenal, Newcastle, what, first and second, Andy? Wow. I don't think Newcastle are far off pushing for the title, to be fair, maybe a couple more years, but keep going like this, mate. The trajectory and all that, who knows? But yeah, I think, and that's why I think they've got, when you look at that, they've got City in third, which, like I say, I think it's between them three for the title. I do think City without De Bruyne is a massive loss. What they've got that Arsenal haven't got, though, they've got Haaland and they've got someone who will get 20 plus. He hasn't had the best of seasons, fair enough, but it's still Haaland what we'd give to have, Haaland's left foot, let alone his whole bloody body. What a player. But yeah, I think without De Bruyne, I tend to agree with that for top three. I really do agree with Bookies on that one. I think it will be Liverpool, Arsenal, and City. Really nice to see Arsenal push them a bit closer this season. That's, of course, if Leeds don't win the title. Do you know what I mean? Got to be careful what I say. Manchester City champions. Yeah, you think, Arthur? Yeah, I'm just not sure. Just not sure, mate. Maybe I'm putting too much emphasis on one player there, but I think it's massive that he's out. Anyway, in fourth, they've got Newcastle. Do you agree with that? Do you agree that Newcastle will finish fourth? Where did they finish this year? Just outside, wasn't it? Got it fourth. Finished fifth this year. Chelsea squeezed in the fourth, didn't they? Last year. But yeah, I'd have to agree with that. Potentially. Skip. Surely this season, City get banned. Skip. They should be doing, shouldn't they? They should be doing. They need to be doing, really. It's a joke. It's a joke. But yeah, I mean, what Newcastle have done has been brilliant. They had all that money coming in, but they built really smartly. And I reckon they'll be a force to be reckoned with now. And I think that's why, you look at that top four or top six over the past, I don't know, it feels like bloody last 10, 20 years, really. Last couple of decades, it's been same people. Now it's same teams. Now it's changing, isn't it? You've got your Villas, your Newcastle's pushing, your Forests are pushing now, your Brightons, your Bournemouths. It's a very tough league, hence why a lot of people think we'll go back down. But yeah, I have to agree that Newcastle will go a bit in and around. I don't think I've got them quite fourth, though, but we'll see what I've got later. Chelsea in fifth. I think that's probably what you'd have all assumed. I'm going with Chelsea. What to win the league, Clem? Yeah, things with Chelsea. I didn't expect much from this season, but Maresca, second year now, they've just won. I always forget what that fucking trophy's called. That European trophy they've just won. It's bloody. I thought it were crap, to be fair, but then we've had a few teams win it, so it's probably put a bit more, especially Chelsea winning now, it's put a bit more entitlement on it, hasn't it? But yeah, I think under Maresca, I didn't expect much. I really didn't. We saw him at Leicester, just didn't fancy him. I didn't think he'd be able to stand up with those big players and big egos, big wages in that dressing room, but he's done really well, to be fair. He's a better manager than what I probably give him credit for, but then again, he is at Chelsea. So they should be challenging. Conference League, that's the one. That's the one, Lee. I couldn't get my words out. Conference League. It's a more even league, but not as high quality that it once was. Yeah, fair point, Lord. Fair point. I can see Forest struggle this season. Skip at me too, mate. Me too. I don't know how bad a struggle, but we'll get into mine after I've gone through these. But yeah, I don't see him being anywhere near where they were. Skip, I think it's a great point. So Aston Villa, they've got them in sixth. The Bookies. Yeah, they've got them in sixth. Yeah, it pisses me off with Villa, We were neck and neck with them, weren't we, a few years back? And look at them now. But yeah, sixth spot for Villa. I think they're going to be in and around European spots for a fair few years now. Looks like, it's their time to be up there, and they're doing well. They're doing well. Wow, Clem. Wow. 15 and Wolves to go down. Forest will struggle due to that. Yeah, I agree. It's a bit of a madman in it. Seventh, they've got this is the absolute just cheek. I cannot believe they've let Scum jump from 16th to 7th. Based on what? Like, I understand the other positions, yeah. I understand the similar positions to where they were. Was just how the fuck have the Bookies got from 16th, Scum getting to 7th? How are they getting that? How are they getting that jump of 9 spots? Honestly, please tell me what anyone can see to why they would do that. And I know the lack of European football, right? Does that mean they've got more chance? There's probably some leverage to that in terms of there's 9 in Europe and 11 that aren't. Does that give us an advantage that we are playing for a week and they are potentially? But please tell me how the bookies have suggested they're going to finish 7th. They're not going to be able to attract the players because they're not in Europe. I just think that is an absolute... Arthur, you do know this ain't me, right? I've just got to emphasize, if someone comes in, this is not mine. This is not my predictions. This is the bookies actual, where the bookies have got them finishing. This is where the bookies have got Scum finishing. These aren't my predictions. My predictions are going to come after this. They've just done a table of mine afterwards, so get it all up in one go. But yeah, 7th. There's absolutely no chance. More chance of Platinum Pistons Scum finishing 7th. There's just no way. I agree, Skip. I don't think they met top 10. I don't. Yeah, Jam. Honestly, it's ludicrous. I don't know how they've got that. Yeah, I just don't get it. I really don't. All right, mate. I am feeling so confident that we are staying up this season. Yeah, me too, Philip. Me too, buddy. And Scum 7th, what a lot of absolute shite. Yeah, honestly, mate. Yeah, I don't know. It's the one that threw me the biggest. That it really did. Yeah, you're right, Paul. There would have been. It still fucks me off, that, mate. Andy Rowe, Scum are sleeping giants with a winning past. I don't know what anyone can see. The only thing is the lack of European football, that they aren't playing as many games. But like I say, that's going to hamper them in window. They're not going to be able to attract the players they used to be able to attract. The supercomputer had Scum finishing 5th. Mental, mate. I said, based on what? Scum just gone from 7th to 19th. They've shown some interest in me. Love that. Love that. Could we get on with it? This is a joke. What do you mean, mate? How are Scum still spending money? Yeah, I know exactly. We are finishing above that shower of shite. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Anyway, in 8th, they've got Spurs. So similarly, big jump, just like Scum. They've gone from 17th to 8th, so they've jumped up 9 spots as well. What do you make of that? Now, I think that's more realistic. Maybe that's just me being daft with that one too, but I think that's more realistic. I think it's hard to imagine them both having terrible seasons again and both being down near bottom end of the league. And I quite like, I won't want him at Leeds, don't get me wrong, but I quite like Ange, the way he handles himself. I quite like when he said that in that parade as well, you know, the best series, usually the third season is better than season 2. I really like that. Just like when he said he win a trophy in his second season, everyone laughed at him. So I expect Spurs to have a better season than this season. I do, even though they're playing in Europe as well. They're going to be able to attract decent players again. We've been in Champions League. So I expect them to finish higher. Is 8th too high? Potentially. Yeah, I think he will, mate. I think he will now with Champions League, yeah, 100%. But yeah, I think that's realistic. I think they could be in and around that top 10. I don't think that's as ludicrous as Scum. Forest in 9th, they've got. Who gives a monkeys about what, Arthur? About what? No, I know, mate. I know. If you don't like it, guys, you don't have to watch. I don't know if you're digging me out here or you're just digging out the bookies. If you're digging bookies out, that's fine. If you're digging me out, then you don't have to watch, lads. It's fine. It's just something a bit different. We hear people say, you know, we're all doing the same shit, so I thought it'd be something a bit different. The bookies list is based on reputation and club size. This is zero science behind this stuff. Yeah, I think there's a little bit of what's happened this season as well, though, Lord. I do. I think they'll look at a little bit of this season, but the whole Scum in 7th is just based on it being, they've won Premier League X amount of times. They can't finish that low again. But based on the side and how they've looked, I think they're good. I see one headline comparing Kuna to the. Oh, mate, don't even go there. Yeah, Skip. I could see him finishing a lot lower than 9th, pal. I really could. 10th, Brighton. Yeah, I think so, mate. And Kuna's very overrated, Arthur. I agree on that one, but if they're going to spend 60 million on him, it's laughable. Let him do it. Yeah, I think so. But Brighton, again, they're one of those sides now, aren't they? They're familiar with being around that top 10, pushing those European spots. I don't think 10's unreasonable for Brighton. I really don't. Bournemouth, 11th. Again, these are sides that, you look at Bournemouth and you just think, fair play to them. They've managed to stabilise in Premier League and push their way up now. They've got a top manager that we were once linked with. We were linked with some great managers and great players that we didn't quite get over the line, and they've gone out to do good stuff, haven't they? Matty, what's your next parody song ideas? Laid by James. I've started writing some notes down. So Laid by James. That's my next idea. Hopefully I'll get that out in next week or so. Chris Wood, 20 goals. How many Pido getting? 10 to 15. Close, hopefully closer to 15 than 10, obviously. I'm looking at 10 for staying up. It's the season after that it all falls apart. Leeds can never seem to keep their top players. Yeah, that's a problem, isn't it, mate? The problem is staying up first year, you think, great, you've cracked it. And then, the players, as you get promoted, the players stay with you because you're in Premier League. But then after the season, if you don't look like you're going to progress, it could take a few years to be, talking European football, couldn't it? Maybe longer than that. Do your players want to wait around at Leeds United for that if they get offers? It's all right getting to Premier League when you've been in Championship, but then do they want to make that next step too quick? Obviously, you just got to hope they don't. Brighton going down, Bournemouth 17th. Is that what you think? Wow, mate. Palace in 12th. I think they're normally around there. They finish 11th this year, I think, but they won an FA Cup. So they're in Europe too. Could that hamper them being in Europe? Yeah. Interesting with Palace. I don't think they've ever been in Europe before, I don't think. It's the first trophy they've won that in it, so it's going to be a juggling act for them to sort of balance it, as we know. So maybe that's a side that could slide a bit lower than 12th, which would help Leeds out massively. But yeah, fair play, Palace. 13th, Everton. Do you agree with this? A side that should have been relegated in the last 5 years, shouldn't they? But they've managed to stay there and they're moving into the new stadium. Is that going to be a big adjustment for them? Do you think that'll hamper them? Do you think that'll improve them? How do you feel about Everton moving forward? 13 seems pretty high for me. Do you think that's fair? Scum have 100 million budget, 60 million cool, and they have to sell big time. Yeah, they do, mate. But I say the players are crap, but people will buy them, won't they? But it's going to be a fire sale there, isn't it? We'll look forward to seeing that song. Yeah, I love James, mate. Laid. It's hard song to sing, but it's one of my karaoke ones. But yeah, I've got a few ideas for that one. Yeah, please smash a like, please subscribe. Cheers, Jamie. Well, with me, the 49ers were no selling club anymore, but maybe I'm a bit deluded. Nah, you know what it is? It's not even that. If you get to a point, don't you, where it's like I say, when you're in Championship, Tanakas and Rodons and all the Dan James getting promoted, you keep them players, don't you, because you're promoted to Premier League. But then after that, if we have a couple of years mid-table and then a European side comes in for a Tanaka, or that's where you just hope. It's not even the club being a selling club. You just hope the player wants to stay. Do you know what I mean? You hope the player looks at his contract and say Tanaka resigns or whatever, and he's got a 4-year contract. And you want the players to believe they can get there with Leeds United. If they don't, then that's when they may move. But like I say, when you're in Championship, all they want's Premier League football. But then once they've got that, like in life, you always want more, don't you? So then it's how quickly do they want the next move? Hopefully, it's not too quick where they can have that with Leeds United. I think Everton is the team to reign in the Arch. Yeah, I hope so, mate. I hope so. But they've, under David Moyes out there now, so yeah, I don't think they'll struggle with him in charge. Fulham 14th. I'm sort of looking at Fulham thinking, could we rope them in? They've had a good season. I think they had an all right season last season as well. Mr. White Snake, staying up is a work in progress, a continuous improvement process. Yeah, and you've got to thicken out your squad with quality, haven't you, year after year. And then, if you can stay up, I don't know what happened with Leeds. To go down in third year just seems ludicrous, doesn't it? And we just got progressively worse, didn't we? Stayed up on last day, second season, then went down on third season. Absolutely shocking season, that. But like by season 3, your squad should be better. We thought it was. We bought some absolute dross, didn't we? And I think it was our manager that sent us down, let's be honest. But by year 3, you'd like to think this time round we're going to be a lot better, only looking up and not over the shoulders. It never felt comfortable after that first year, did it? Never felt comfortable. Andy Roger Blackburn said, Pido, 6 goals, Jack City today. I say 15 with penalties. I'd say Pido will get 13, me. 13. My number for the Creators Cup, 13. And no, I'm not sub-goalkeeper. It's just my lucky number. Even got a tattoo on my arm there, look. I like 13. Brentford would be a lower league team this season. Yeah, I agree, mate. 100% agree with that. Anyway, moving on. West Ham in 15th. Yeah, they would be, bud. Everton will struggle. Moving into the new stadium. Yeah, I think so, mate. I think so. You're 15th above for us. It's going to be a tough season for the Peacocks, but if we get it right, quality Premier League experience, okay. Yeah, 15th. Yeah, I have to agree with that too, buddy. just because of David Moyes. I think that's about right for Everton. Yeah, that I think Moyes is the reason they'll do okay this season. I feel like the looking over the shoulders probably behind them now, but I do hope that stadium move is going to be something that sort of drags them down to our sort of level. But you never know; it could work other way, couldn't it? Sheffield United finished 17th. Oh, hang on, I forgot. I love that idea. Please smash a like. Please subscribe if you're new here. It's 101 watching tonight, which is probably thanks to Joe Blackburn. Thanks, buddy. But yes, crazy numbers for me. So thank you so much for being here. If we are lucky this year, as 2 of the top 6 are not good at the moment, and it will take time for them to recover. Yeah, Richard, I agree. 17th, that's all you worry about in it and above. They are in massive trouble. I've heard that Jim Ratcliffe is broke. Oh, really? I'm the generation I've seen us win title, Champions League, so I know where the club can go, like most in here. And you was, yeah, that's it, mate. It's all there for us, bud. It's all there for us. Paul Sidebottom, mate. I think JP is suited more for the Premier League from the Championship. I think he'll get more time, and I think he'll get goals. Joel Pedro, yeah. I think he'll be fine, mate. I think he'll be absolutely fine. I'd like him to go out there and get someone else to as good, if not better. Probably better, to be fair, to compliment him. But yeah, I think he'll do well. Surprise a few. Brentford in 16th, so we're getting down to the positions you'd have been hoping to see Leeds in. Maybe that position or this position, but still no Leeds. Brentford 16th. What do you reckon of that? They've done well to stay up as long as they have. The manager, I still don't like him. He's a great manager. To be fair, he's Thomas Frank. He's a really good manager, to be honest. Just don't like him after Needle. We had him in Championship. But yeah. Are they going to get sucked into a relegation dogfight? The bookies think they're going to be down there. How tight is it going to be? I mean, 16th last season, there was a massive gap between bottom 3. Hopefully, it's going to be, I say hopefully we're not in the bottom 3, but I think it'll be tighter this year. I don't see there being the gap they had last time, so hopefully we're well above it, but I think it'll be a tighter relegation fight this year. But yeah, we're seeing Brentford down there. Where do you see Dyche ending up? The first sack side, mate. Burnley. Probably Burnley. Skip Burnley. I do. I see Scott Parker being sacked first and Burnley and him going back to Burnley. I'm thinking Joe Pedro will hit 10+. Yeah, I think so, mate. I think so. Yeah, I agree. Bielsa was unlucky. We were getting battered by the big club, says Eddie, with all our players out injured. Then Jesse Marsh came in and all the players were back fit and he just had crap teams to play. Yeah. Just to clarify, my shout of his getting 6, I think he's decent, but just won't get the minutes for it. You do like him, actually, don't you, mate? So they have us going down and then the book as well. Let's see. Next position. Yes, they have us going down, Lee. They do. Wolves in 17th. No surprise. Nobody's surprised Bookies have got us going down. Leeds just missing class players over the years. We've had them. Why not throw? Why not now with the 49ers back in? Yeah, Andy. Well, I think we've got a decent foundation to build on. I think we need a bit more in the spine of the side, down the spine of the side. But I think the 49ers, I think we all agree, don't we? The 49ers will get it right. They've done nothing really to sort of worry me, to be honest. Pinot scored 10 goals. Be lucky to score 2. Really, Kilgallen? Really? I don't know, mate. I think he'll do all right. I think he'll do all right. I've seen notes to be worried that he's only going to get 2 goals. I know we had that bit of a balance spell, but nah. For me, it's about opinions, buddy, and that's fine. But I think he'll get more. I just back him to get more. I do. I don't think they should throw their money around like a sailor and leave, though, Lee. Yeah, that's fair, mate. Right. Next one. Leeds United in 18th. The bookies were that clever, they'd be putting a bet on it and making a fortune. What betting side? To be fair, mate, I didn't bother putting the odds on for it, but this is the average. So there's, I think it was Sports Checker or something. I can't remember. It compiled them all. So this is the average across all sites. I looked at William Hill, Sky Bet, Ladbrokes, and apart from 1 or 2 slightly changing, like a couple of them had City and Arsenal switching, they all had Leeds at 18th. The bottom didn't change. They all had Liverpool winning title. There were a couple of slight changes in middle, but this is the average. I think it was Odds Checker. I think it was. This give you like the average across the majority. But yeah, the main ones are Leeds really for us to obviously chat about. And they all had Scum jumping up so high as well. They all had Scum in top 10, which threw me. But yeah, this is the average, pal. What do they know exactly? I don't gamble. I don't gamble, but I thought it was an interesting video. Bookies have really thought about these predictions, haven't they? Say, I know, mate. I know. Lazy these bookies, I know. Peter Evans, do you think Palace will struggle this year with Europe? I do, Peter. I think they're not going to have it as easy as they had last year. They're not going to win no cups. I don't think they did really well. They've done well, haven't they? But I don't see it. I don't see it this time around. It's 9 teams in Europe. That's got to help the 11 that aren't. It's got to. And you've got to get belief from that. It's got to. My only concern with that is that that'll help scum out. But I think that's shite that it won't matter. Bookies had Forest going straight back down. Yeah, they did, mate. We were pretty bad, to be fair, you know. Yeah, let's have a look. 1 sec, I'll actually read your odds out right quick. Odds checker. So Leeds are 21-20 to get relegated. Burnley are 4-9 on. I think that's what it means. Sunderland 2-5. So yeah, to round up this, they've got Burnley being 19th and they've got Sunderland being 20th. That's what the bookies have. So yeah, 2-5 on that Sunderland get relegated. 4-9 on that Burnley get relegated. 21-20. So just better than evens, I think it is. Yeah. So there you go. That's what the bookies think. I hope, John, hope you're well. I think Leeds and Sunderland will be okay. I hope so, mate. Obviously, I hope we are. And I'd love it if you guys stayed up too, mate. No bother on that. But yeah, the bookies have you, John, finishing 20th, which will be no surprise to you. They're going to look at Burnley out that they've been there recently. The defensive record, the fact that you came up through the playoffs, it's lazy in that respect. 3 teams have come up. We're the top of the 3, Burnley, then yourself. It's not what you wouldn't have expected that. Thing is with you guys, I think you're probably, if I'm honest, I'd say you probably need the most work. You've got a proper young squad, really young squad, talented squad though. If you lose Job, that's massive. But you're a huge club, and I just hope your owners have the same sort of give your manager the same backing as what I sort of do. But yeah, shit price, 750 to win the Premier League. Is that us, mate? That's mad, that, isn't it? Mad that. So, yeah, there's the table in its entirety that they think. Liverpool to win it, Arsenal 2nd, City 3rd, Newcastle in 4th. I mean, it should be Champions League, Chelsea 5th, Villa scumming 7th. I just can't get my head around that. What a jump. He needs a knighthood, does that guy, if that ever happens, and he's not even English, but yeah, it's balmy. There's no way are they getting from 16th to 7th? There's just no way. Spurs in 8th, Forest in 9th, Brighton in 10th, Bournemouth 11th. 12th Palace, 13th Everton, 14th Fulham, 15th West Ham, then Wolves, Brentford, and then relegating Leeds, Burnley, and Sunderland. Times are changing. We will book the soak. Yeah, I think so, Stevie. I think we do book the trend 100%, mate. 100%. Liverpool 2-1 favourites, City 7-2. Would you look at them? Half of them think City are good odds. Last year, got a bookies should stick to horses and greyhounds. They are not great at football pricing. Even some match pricing is very dodgy. Yeah, I still remember when Leicester won league. That pissed them off, didn't it? Skip, next season, would you like us to go for a cup competition, or do we just have to go for survival? I won't. Skip, you know what I'm like on this channel. I want an FA Cup run. I want a Carabao Cup. I want a cup run. I do. I want to go deep into a cup. I can't have it where it's just survival all the time. But I know it's first year. I can't be greedy, but you know, there'll always be something to go for, won't there? If we consolidate, and then it'll be, we need to push for Europe, and we can't cup run. I just think win your games you can win, mate. You know, if you end up getting a top side in who's doing well at league in the cup, in quarters or whatever, and you get beat, don't you? But I think, you know, earlier rounds, I don't want to see us fluff as lines and get beat against any lower league sides. Or we've seen us falter before, even non-league sides. None of that shit. We've got a decent enough side. Bring some more depth in there. We've got a squad to cope with, a bit of a cup run. We don't play in Europe. So, I mean, these teams are playing in Europe, the league, and in cups. We can afford to have a little bit of a cup run, I think. Plus, you know, I get to most home games I do. I've been quite lucky. Hopefully, I'll be able to get to them all next season as well. But there's people who can't get tickets as well for a lot of home games. So a bit of a cup run, giving some of the fans who can't get tickets and that a chance to get to some home games or stuff like that. So I'm always up for a cup run, mate. But yeah, obviously survival's the number one. You'd take 17th and getting knocked out in first round, probably, wouldn't you? Than going deep in cup and flirting even more relegation than that. So yeah, it's all about staying up. But at some point, we're gonna have to look at it and go cup run will be vital. I mean, look at Palace now, finished 11th and they're in Europe. You know, the way how hard the league is, that might be an easier way to get Europe. Hey up, Oliver. Evening, Matty. We need half decent Burnley and Sunderland to take points off teams to drag some into it if they're rubbish. Yeah, no, you're right with that, Oliver. Yeah, great point. Great point. If they're absolutely dross and every game they play, they're getting tonked, then like you say, you know, you do need those slip ups at times. You do need that surprise element to drag other sides into it. We saw this season. Last season, I keep saying this season. Saw last season that just wasn't the case. Don't forget to smash a like as well. Cheers, Jammy. You say it more than me, mate. I always forget. Please like, please subscribe. Means a lot, mate. Thank you. Well said, Matty. Same as you. I want a cup run. Yeah, always, mate. I'm never gonna say no to that, mate. Ever. I'd love a cup run. Newcastle and Palace, if shown it can be done. Exactly that. It's give the hopes, and it's give us all a bit of hope. That Purist said City, Miss Rodri, more than Kevin De Bruyne. It's gonna be interesting to see how they go without him. It really is. Hope Brentford last game, according to this prediction, as we get Jack Harris still. Who were they tipping to go down this time last year? It'll be the same again, won't it? And they were right last year. Farker in the past has said he wants to win a cup. Yeah, I mean, why not? Why would you not want to win a cup? Exactly, Lee. Exactly. Ipswich Town, Leicester and Southampton. They were all favourites to go down, weren't they? Who would you like for our first home game? I aren't going to say a big one. I'd quite like an easier fixture. Yeah, I'd like an easy. I'd like to start off with a bang, get momentum as soon as possible. I just hope the fixture list doesn't get congested with the so-called bigger sides or top sides, the sides who will be up the top of the league in sort of a cluster of games like we saw under Marcelo and stuff, because it can be brutal if you get a month where you've got, I don't know, 3 or 4 of the big sides who were sort of in those top positions at that, you know, given time. So I'm hoping the sort of spread evenly a bit more those sides, but we'll have to see. But yeah, I mean, Scum would be nice first, but yeah, I say, well, to be fair, I think we'll beat Scum anyway. I think we'll beat Scum home anyway. I've said that a few times now. I think they're gone, me. I do. So yeah, Scum at home would be brilliant, actually. But yeah, but they come into that category, don't they? An easier side. I remember a MasterChef contestant was constantly in eliminations, and when asked how they felt, the answer was another chance to cook. I want to stay in the Prem, but cup run, another chance to play. Peter Evans, Parag will not allow Leeds to fail this year. 100% Peter. You bang on, mate. Scum easiest fixture there is. Yeah. Anyway, right. So this is my prediction. So I've just done table. I ain't going through a slideshow for it. I couldn't be asked. But this is my prediction. So my prediction is Liverpool win league. Arsenal finish second, City third. So I don't think there's no change there. I've got Chelsea in fourth, unfortunately, and Newcastle in fifth. I think Villa sixth, Brighton seventh. I think Spurs have a better season. Looking at who I could have put in at eighth, I think Spurs is about right. So I've got Spurs in at eighth. I think they'll have a way better season. Bournemouth ninth, Palace in 10th, slightly improving than last year. Got West Ham in at 11th. Fulham in at 12th. Forest at 13th. I think they struggle a little bit this season, but I think they'll take 13th and having an all-right run in Europe if they can do that. Everton in 14th. I had Leeds in 14th, but then I changed my mind. I've got Leeds in 15th, which I think we'd all be buzzing with that. And I've got Scum in 16th. Brentford in 17th. I've got Sunderland in 18th. But, yeah, it's hard because I think they could do something, but it's so hard to envisage two sides going down that it's so hard. It's so hard to think of both of them, you know, two sides going down that have been in there for the last 2 or 3 years, and two sides that have come up staying up. So I have Sunderland there, but I'm going to do this again once, you know, maybe a week before season starts. I'm going to do it again. Once we know squads, once we know who's been brought in, and we'll compare. We'll compare, guys. We'll have a look at it, and we'll have a look and we'll see. we'll see what sort of state of players there and see how different they are, because I think there will be once I see players coming door. I think it'll be totally different. Milo's Man U, shut up, man. Shut up. Yeah, now it's down to business. Funny you mentioned the Clem. I listened to a pod Alan Clark did, and he saw a Leeds fan crying down motorway in a car, and he turned to Billy and said, "Oh mate, wow, 16th. I'd take that another summer to get stronger." Yeah, of course we take 16th. So I've got him in 15th. You got scum that I might, yeah, Jam. That I in 16th, mate. Well done, mate. I like 15th. Yeah, I mean, I'd like higher. You know, I'm trying to be a bit of a realist here. You've got to look at it there. I've said Leeds will finish above 3 sides who haven't come up with us. You know, Wolves, Brentford, and Scum. I think we'll finish above 3 sides who were already in that division. So that's a tough ask, but very doable. That looks better than the Bookies. I think so, and I don't think that's unrealistic. Say, to be fair, Joe, yeah, you may be right with that. I actually think, looking at that now on reflection, I'd have probably swapped West Ham and Everton round. I actually think when I did it this morning, I actually in my head I thought Moyes was still at West Ham when I did it, and then I realised it's at Everton when I started this, and I thought, yeah, shit. But yeah, I think the rest of it isn't far off. To be fair, what I think a lot of you would say, but Leeds will capitulate in the cup if they languish in the relegation zone. Lee, I don't think they did. The keeper was outstanding. Plus, they beat Arsenal in the semi-final. Yeah, but yeah, does anyone think that table there is wild, or do you think that's about right? I mean, looking at my predictions, what would you guys change? Say, look at what Joe said there. Maybe West Ham are a little bit high. They are gonna, lose Safal. Well, they've lost him, and they've lost Cresswell. Souček's going, I think, in here, or we're linked with him anyway. A few big changes there at West Ham, losing a lot of experience. Maybe that is a bit too high for them. I just didn't want to put Everton that high. I think David Moyes will get some out of him, but like I say, because he's Everton, I can't put Everton at 11th, but maybe they need swapping around. But am I wild to put Scum at 16th, considering Bookies think they're going to finish 7th? Am I wild to think that Tottenham will jump from 17th to 8th? What do you think? I mean, obviously it's Scum one, and obviously Leeds as well, been in 15th at talking points, but Spurs in 8th, is that wild to me? Because looking at it, where would you put Spurs? They just won Conference League, yeah, but not even Conference League, so they've just won Europa League, so have I put them too high based on how they've been in Premier League? I think that's probably where they'll end up, me. I really do. I genuinely think they'll bounce back this year. Yeah, I agree. That looks like someone's thought about it. Onana cost United games. With him gone, there's no way they aren't top half. You think be quirky? I think it's going to take more than a keeper change to sort that side out, mate. Not wild at all. I'd have Brentford higher, though, say 12th or 13th, but I'm just being pedantic. No, not at all. Not at all, mate. Looks more realistic than Bookies. Yeah, I think so. Man United. Is that what you think, Robbo? 12th. This is all pointless since we're winning the league after Messi joins. I can't wait to watch this video tomorrow, Joe. I really can't. Bookies aren't often wrong. It's all hypothetical. Yeah, of course it is, Andy. But to be fair, everything we're speaking about is hypothetical. Everything we're speaking about is rumours and stuff, If it's been a bit of a shit video, I apologise, guys. It's just, in fact, I don't apologise. It's just fucking... Just try to do something a bit different, something a bit light-hearted. Scumming free fall, talent on the pitch is dire, but management flat out fixing the canteen. I'd have us at 10th or I'd have us at 10th or 11th. I bloody would, but yeah, try to be realistic. As you're inputting each team, top banana, you're going through it, and you get to 10th, and there's still Palace and Fulham and Forest, teams like that. It's you look at this season and they've got to be in and around it. Everton and Wolves have dabbled with the drop for years. It will happen this year. You reckon Everton and Wolves? Wow. So I think Wolves go down. I really do. I think Wolves will go. I mean, someone's got to go down because we're staying up. At least one of them. I want to see who we bring in. Yeah, of course, Stevie. Like I say, we've you know, we've got to talk about stuff, or you know, there'll be no getting put out there. But 100%, I'm going to do this table again, a bit of a predicted table again just before the season starts, and then we'll address it again at the end of the season and see how far off or how close or how wrong I was. All depends on transfers, but table looks bang on. Yeah. To be fair, you know what it is? Those middle spots, you know, where you West Ham, you Fulham, you Forest finish, we aren't really asked, are we? Really, we all want to know where Scum are going to be. We all want to know Leeds are staying up, and that's pretty much it. But, you know, do you think, a question for you is, do you think any of the other promoted sides can stay up? Do we all think Burnley finish rock bottom? Or does that defensive record help? Or are we looking at the fact that Trafford's probably going to move on? They've lost Egan. Are they going to be poor? I think Burnley are smack bottom at league, and they have no hope of climbing above that. That's my opinion. I think Sunderland have some serious work to do in the transfer window, but do you give anybody else at those promoted sides hope of staying up? Or is it there's only one hope, and that's Leeds United? How do you feel about that? Because I think Sunderland can get it right. I think their home form needs to be bang on. They need to make Stadium like a fortress, but they have got a very young side. And at the minute coming up, probably the Bookies haven't bottom probably for a reason. They came up through the playoffs, so all season they weren't as strong as Leeds and Burnley. But do you think they've got a chance? I'd love to know your thoughts. I've enjoyed today's stream. Thanks, Jamie. Cheers, buddy. Paul side bottom. I think, bro, it all depends on who they all bring in. It's just hope. Yeah, of course, 100%, mate, 100%. Can see 9th where Bournemouth are. What, us? Because us 9th. Wow, mate. Wow, imagine. Nothing rubbish at all about the video, mate. I enjoy hearing your opinions. Yeah, it is what it is. It might not be for everyone, but yeah, just something a bit different, guys. It's been class, mate. Stop being daft. Cheers, Brookie. The video is good, mate. We all have predictions. Who's going up? Who's going down? We fight. Yeah. Might have a cheeky bet on us winning the title, mate. Here, why not, mate? If Leicester can do it. Hey up, Stevie. It's not a shit video. It's something different, and I like it. Although I was losing the will to live watching the Bookies guesses. Yeah, to be fair, I'm trying to go through them and then read comments, but I realised I left the scum badge on for about 6 minutes, which is quite a long time to stare at that badge, isn't it? So to be fair, I understand, yeah. But yeah, the Bookies were. It's all speculative, isn't it? But I think the Bookies are way off, and I'm probably way off. Who knows what's going to happen? Can see Fulham bottle it from. Yeah, they did. To be fair, they did fall off cliff towards the end of the season. 17th will do us nicely to Steve, 100%. Yeah, Burnley going down. I think so. I think smack bottom of the league. I have no hope for Burnley at all. Once they lose Trafford, the illusion dies. Yeah, it does. A great way of putting it. Yeah, I think so. I think Sunderland will have a lot better pull than Burnley. Yeah, I agree, Harvey, actually. The pull of transfers, I agree. I sort of look at Burnley. Maybe I don't know, been a bit harsh on them, but I don't think I am. I look at Burnley and they just scream your club. I look at Leeds and I don't see that in us. I don't see that in us at all. And Sunderland have got a long way to go to not go back down, obviously. It's a big ask. But like, you can't just go off at sides of clubs in the history. I get that because there's more football than that. You've got to do it now, haven't you? But I do look at Sunderland now and think they've got up if they can stay up 1 year and then build it. You know, maybe there could be a Premier League side going forward, just like hopefully Leeds United are. So I have more hope for us too than I do for Burnley. Cheers, Philly, mate. Definitely on Leeds to survive. Other two have too much to do. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to believe two will stay up. Cheers, Philip, mate. I think Burnley finished rock bottom. Yeah, I think we all sort of agree with that, don't we? Yeah, please smash a like on video and please subscribe. If we finish 9th, I think that's Conference League. To be fair, there's that many European bleeding spots at the minute, mate. Lee, I couldn't even tell you. Give us one in 17th if we finish 17th. I couldn't even tell you what you need these days, but yeah, maybe it is. Fulham, Forest could be dark horse if we're going down. Yeah, I mean, I've got Forest at 13th, but when I was doing it again, I looked at those bottom sides. I thought, yeah, that's probably going to be 14th down. It's probably about something like. But Forest, we European football. It's going to be interesting to see who they bring in because they're in Conference League, aren't they now? After thinking about being in Premier League, so they aren't going to attract the best players. I wouldn't imagine. Yeah, they're in Europe, but it's a big ask. That that Conference League can be brutal, where where you've got to travel to and stuff. And is it Wednesday, Sunday, or Thursday, Sunday when you're in Conference League? It's a big ask, but what we do to be on, to be where they are right now, all 3 promoted teams could stay up depending. Oh, wow, I just don't see it for Burnley, Paul. I really don't. I can't see 3 going down who've been up last 2 years. Bookies are based on what's profitable, nothing more. Yeah, true, mate. Good video, mate. Are you seeing it out with a song? No, mate, not today. Not today, mate. Like I say, I'm working on another little parody, though, mate. James Lade. I'm going to work on that. Any streams of the weekend, mate? Yeah, Jammy. I'm going to be on Sunday. So I've got a little pre-record I'm doing tomorrow. Rusty Tink and my mate Eddie was in here tonight. He's done a video and he's sort of tagged me in it. We're going to see how far it can go. So I ain't going to spoil it for you, but Rusty Tin can go check him out as well. He's a really good guy, is Eddie. But he's doing a video tomorrow. His idea, come up with a really good idea. He's done the video. He's mentioned me in it and he's sort of tagged me. Then I go and then I'm going to do the same. And we're going to see how far down chain it can go. See how many content creators and YouTube channels pick it up and do the same sort of thing. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. So I'll be putting a bit of a pre-record out tomorrow evening, I think. Maybe tomorrow afternoon, I'll see when I can get it done. And then Sunday, I'm back for a live at 10 o'clock probably with Priestley. So Priestley's obviously, you know Priestley's been on channel a fair few times. They're my best pal. He's more reactionary. We like to have the reviews of the games together because his opinions are a lot different to mine. You've seen our stuff. We do butt heads, which is really funny. I love chatting to him about Leeds United. There's no games to talk about, so he's come up with a bit of an idea. He's got his head in Twitter quite a lot, or X, whatever you want to call it. He's on there all the time. Bring this off now. He's on there all the time, and he's compiled a list, and it's one of them again where it's rumours, transfer rumours stuff. So this will be Sunday night, but it is a bullshit list of transfer rumours. So he's done his heading, as it's done most of our heading. But he rung me today and he says compiled a list so far, I think 32, which when I say it, the rumours, but they're not just, we're linked with Messi, like Joe Blackburn. They're not just, we're linked with Kevin De Bruyne. They're credible to a degree. Someone said it was got more than 5 followers. But no, he's compiled a bit of a list and he wants to come on does Priestley and just basically say what a load of shite all this is. He just wants to put his 2 pence in. So me and Priestley about Sunday for just a general chat about all thing that's Leeds and all the shit that's out there at the minute. But yeah, something he's wanted to do for a while because he messages me daily as Priestley and go, have you seen this? Have you seen this? What a tool. What's going on here? So I thought it'd be quite good to get him in. Yeah, 101 in chat. Thanks so much, Jamie, mate. Please smash a like and please subscribe. It means a lot, man. How are we 18th? Must be the Henderson rumours. Yeah, you know what it is, Tim? I hope you stay up. I do. Obviously not in position of Leeds United, and I think you've got a chance. But Bookies had you 20th, and I don't see that. I don't see that. I think it's going to be tight this year. It's not going to be like last year. It's going to be tight. Not our time, still celebrating. I'm buzzing for you, mate. Buzzing for you. You probably know me, don't you, through Wayne's channel, Only Fools and SAFC. Go check him out. We're going to be doing some content on the regular in the Premier League as well. Me and my mate, the Sunderland fan. Hopefully doing a bit of a weekly show. We're just going to iron out the details. But yeah, we'll hopefully be doing something together going forward. Matt, do you think Leeds need a few statement signings? I don't think we need them. I think they help the fan base, Brookie. I think it definitely helps the fan base, but I don't think we need them. No, I think we need smart signings. Very smart signings. It's a couple of frees we could bring. We've already spoke about them. Very smart signings to bring in as maybe second fiddle, Semedo, a Kyle Walker-Peters, maybe as backup. You're bringing a long staff. It's getting more. There's more and more coming out about Heyman and Buendia, isn't there? So I don't know. Are they statements? Probably not. 16 million from Buendia is going to annoy a lot of people. If Heyman comes in for 20, that'd annoy a lot of people. I'm not too sure. Statements are nice, but statements are 25, 30 million pound out there. So I don't know how many of them we need, mate. But I think it just helps the fan base. If you see a new shiny toy that's coming for a lot of money, who's got pedigree, then you're happy at it. But there's no guarantee they'll work. Again, on the other side, if we're bringing another midfielder for 3 million quid, we're not probably going to look at Tanaka and go, well, he did it. We're probably going to think, what's he doing? It's 3 million quid, go spend 30. So it's hard, but I don't think they need it, but I think it helps expectations, Paul. It helps us out. I've said 15 for weeks, but a comfortable 17 for 16. Look, thing is, Robbo, 15th's great. 17th, 16th's fine, but it's not a comfortable 17th, is it? I don't think it'll be like this season where Spurs, that were a comfortable 17th. When's 17th ever comfortable? It surely can't be 2 years in a row. So I think it's going to be tighter this year. That's why I say I at the minute I've got Sunderland in at 18th, in my opinion, because I just can't see how two sides go down and two of the promoted sides stay up. It's going to be close, so depending on what transfer business you do, the Mackham Cabby, you Sunderland fans who are watching, thanks for being here. I think you can stay up, but based right now on the fact you've just come through playoffs, I think having you 18th, it's probably about right. Say Bookies have you 20th, and I think that's wrong. To be fair, we need a bit more. Brawn, our tippy happy football looks lovely, but we'll get swept aside by the big boys. Yeah, there's gonna have to be, I think, a change in philosophies to a degree as well. I don't think we can play our fullbacks as high. Kieran, I really don't. I think it's going to be interesting to see how we go. It will be a formation change. Is that starting 11 we used to going to be totally ripped up? Is it going to be 5, 6, 7 new signings? Yes, potentially. Is it going to be 5, 6, 7 new starters? It's going to be interesting to see how we go. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Say I've got my ticket for Dublin. I'm going to Dublin with our lass. I can't wait for that. The last friendly before we kick a ball in the Premier League, that the weekend before. So we're going to pretty much see our starting side, I would imagine, for that opening fixture in Premier League in Dublin. So I'm really excited to see that. I think Sunderland will stay up with Leeds. Yeah, Paul, I'm like that with it. Just when I'm putting the table in, it's hard when you're looking at it to, I've got them in 18th. They may stay up. I hope they do. That's something to say. Sorry about leaving a pic of that show. Yeah, it is, Philip. I had it on a little bit too long, but the problem is it was a big talking point. So Scum had gone on the Bookies from 16th to 7th. So maybe I should have just skipped it on and spoke about them, but I thought that was a main talking point. Do you know what I mean? A major one that when I was doing list, I was like, well, that makes a video worth doing because that is mental. That is mental. Like if I looked at table, it'd been exactly the same as this year. I'd been like, what's the point really talking about it? But like you looked at that and they gone from 16 to 7. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing a video on this because that's just mental. I think West Ham will go down, to be honest. 11th is worth. Maybe. I think I got 11. I think I got them and Everton wrong way down because when I first did it, mate, I totally forgot that David Moyes won at West Ham or whatever. And I noticed I still started doing this video. I knew what Everton because I said it, but yeah. But we forgive you, bro. Nice one. I like Priestley. Yeah, he's funny, mate. He's funny. So pleased we join Leeds in the Premier. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm buzzing for season to start. I'm buzzing to continue my relationship with Wayne on Only Fools and SAFC and have some great content going forward. Love Leeds from Pakistan. Hey up, mate. Hope you're well. I won't even try and pronounce your name because I'm shocking, but I hope you're well, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. Whoa. Calling me non-credible. Who did? I don't think I said that, mate. I waffle on, but I don't think I said that. You are credible, mate. You are credible. Don't forget to smash a like and subscribe. Yes, please do. This Simicast room sounds quite promising. I'd love him. Yeah, I'd like him at least too. But I really want Firpo, Eddie. I really, really want Firpo, buddy. Really do. But yeah, what I'd do for them both, I just don't see that happening. I want Firpo, which probably means Simicast don't happen, but Simicast is potentially a better option. But I love Firpo, and I think he will surprise people if he stays. Keep our home form going, will be sound. Yeah, Steve, 100%. I don't see it falling off a cliff either, Steve. Do you? Does anyone see 2 years now the consistency of performance at home's been ace? What we had 4 losses in two seasons, 1 this season, 3 last year. Burnley, Blackburn, Southampton. Burnley this year. I think it's 4 losses at Ellen Road in the last 2 seasons. Take out the cup games, I think. Do you see that going from that to being 10 in? I don't. I mean, we will lose at Ellen Road, I'm assuming, next season. I am a realist. We are going to lose a few. I'm going to have worse Monday mornings going to work than I have these last 2 years, but I don't see it falling off a cliff. Not at all. Leeds and Sunderland fans seem to go on. I've seen quite a few Sunderland fans on. Yeah, they're a good bunch. They're just like us. They're just passionate. They're a massive fan base, and they've been Fruit Mill, and that's something we can both agree on. We've both been Fruit Mill. We've both been out of League One, fought us way back now to the Premier League, and they live and breathe it, don't they? They live and breathe it like us. It's the 3rd time I can cabby. You've been promoted with Leeds. Hey, it's mad, isn't it? It's mad. Yeah. Okay. And Matty, I remember you doing the ice bucket challenge and nominated other people, and I don't think no. Honestly, Philip, I couldn't even be asked, mate. I couldn't be asked. I did the ice bucket challenge, but to be fair, they didn't ask to be asked to do it, did they? But I won't lie, mate. I was a little bit pissed off. You know me. I'll be honest. I won't just sugarcoat stuff. I asked about 12 people to do it, and yeah, they don't have to do it. They haven't been asked to do it. It's fair enough. Bit of fun. Raising awareness as well, so for mental health, and I just thought it was something nice. Some people have bigger platforms as well. It was nice to do it, but yeah, no one did it. But never mind. Lee, have a look at my alternative commentary video on the final against Sheffield United. It's so funny. Who do you want for the first game? Someone easy. Scum at Ellen Road would be nice. Let's be fair. Leeds and Borough fans don't get on though. They see us as rivals, but I don't class them as rivals either, Lee. Not at all. Tommy, I'm a neutral with a touch of knowledge. None will survive. So yeah, no need to apologise. I totally get the logic. I totally get the logic. Obviously, we're going to see it from our side of things. You always do, don't you? When it's close to it's your team, you're always going to see it a little bit differently. Some will say it's a little bit biased. Maybe it is, but we've got that belief. But let's be fair, the neutral fan out there will tip all three to go back down. But for me, I don't think it's as cut and dry as that. There is some sides in Premier League who can get dragged into it. Why can't Leeds stay up? Why can't Sunderland stay up? It can be done. I think this is a season that breaks that cycle. I really do. Bust him and not for me. I think there will be a shock exit in the next 2 weeks. Yeah, Peter, I do too. I think that he's going to... I just hope it's not a big shock. I don't want to see Nonto go. Don't want to see Tanaka go. Don't want to see Rodon go, Bogle go, Ampadu go. There's a lot we don't need to go, and I don't think there will. Big players. Would a shock be a Gruev? Maybe. Would a shock be a Bamford? Probably. Because I think he'll be there till... I think he'll outsee me at Ellen Road. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you mean by shock. Shock last year. We're not going to lose anyone as big as Archie Gray, Somerville and Rutter, right? Surely not. Surely it's not going to be that level. Because if it's that level, it's a Tanaka, it's a Rodon. It's a Pirro, it's a... Surely not. You never know. Money speaks, doesn't it? Money talks, depending on what people come in with. But yeah, I think we'll lose maybe one we didn't think we'd lose. Because right now you look at side and you lose those, those loan players that we loaned out. You lose a couple of those other players who are out of contracts and stuff, and you think we'd already had a lighter squad. We could probably bring 6, 7 in without selling. But in terms of PSR, by all accounts, we need to sell, don't we? So are any of those players with big sell-on values who were bought cheap or don't have long left on the contract? Are they in danger of going? Sometimes a player you don't even want to play to leave, but you can't turn the money down. Could that happen? Should do it before doubling game. Paul would be right. Gesture. All right, okay. Doing good numbers, mate. Premier League, here we come. Take care, sweet dreams, everyone. Have a good weekend. Cheers, Jamie, mate. Thanks so much for being in, mate. Thanks for all comments on likes and stuff. Much appreciated. Always in there driving that. So, yeah, much love to you, man. Anything can happen. Of course it can, Philip. Of course it can. Tim, cheers, mate. I submitted from the first vid with Wayne. I'm a member of his channel. Also lived in Leeds a few years, so you're my second. Lovely. Cheers, Tim. Thanks for that, mate. Hopefully I see you in a few more times. Subscribe. Thanks a lot, buddy. It means a lot. Like I say, hopefully there'll be a lot more to content with Wayne as well coming, mate. Sorry. Joe Blackburn, on the Ice Bucket Challenge, I would if I wasn't bouncing between pregnant wife, 92-mile mental health for charity match and colossal work project. I would. I'm just way overstretched. Sorry. Mate, it's a bucket of what? I'm only joking, mate. Mate, there were a lot more than just you on there, Joe. I want to dig at you, mate. It would have been nice to see one person do it. Do you know what I mean? Out of everybody. Not, for not one person to do it, I was shocked, mate. But it doesn't have to be you do enough, mate. Bloody hell. You've absolutely smashed. Talking about this, anyway, Joe, I like to do my bit. So, because I've got big numbers in here, if anyone doesn't know, charity football match in aid of prostate cancer UK. All the big Leeds content creators and the little ones like myself, we are going to be there playing football, raising money for a great charity. So, watch this video.
Imagine not going to the Creators Cup. Nah, that can't happen. Why, man? Get yourself there. Sunday the 20th of July, 1 PM kickoff. Watch 2 amazing teams go head-to-head. The Yorkshire Roses versus the Peacocks. 2 teams that are filled with all your favourite Leeds United content creators. Get things even better raising money for Prostate Cancer UK. All proceeds will go to a fantastic charity and will help save many, many lives. More lives than what Joe Wayman does, and that's saying something. Get your tickets now at leedscreatorcup.com. Only £7 for an adult, £3 for a child. So come along and laugh at all your favourite content creators, try and get through as many minutes as possible. Which team do you fancy to win? The Yorkshire Roses or the Peacocks? The Yorkshire Roses, captained by Joe from the Just Joe Football Show. The Peacocks, captained by Max from Leeds Lately. So come on down, 1 o'clock start at the John Charles Stadium on the 20th of July. So come and watch us fools, plus many, many more. Don't regret it. You know you will.
Yeah, get along, guys, to that if you can. We need bums on seats. We need bums on seats. But yeah, please come along. I can't wait for it, me. I cannot wait for it. I really can't. Are you going, Philip? That'd be nice to meet you, buddy. Didn't have, mate. Honestly, I can't do accents at all. So you're just gonna get me with my accent, right? I cannot do it. I cannot do Irish either. I can't. Yeah, I can't do any of it. No, they didn't, mate. They didn't. Them babies are brilliant, make great content. Cheers, Richard, mate. Right, I'm off. My liver and onion pizza. Has it? My liver and onion pizza. Is that even a thing? Nah, mate. Nah, that ain't a thing, that. Surely not, mate. Enjoy your pizza, but that ain't got liver on it. Yeah, mate, that's Priestley. He's classing it. Little baby Priestley, honestly. Quality, mate. I love it. Yeah, I could see Joseph going. The whole Rangers link, could you see him going out alone as keeping him? I hope we do. Largy will get kicked off us, if anyway, mate. If Largy goes, I'll be fuming, mate. I'll be fuming. I really will. He better not go anywhere. Yeah, honestly, that can't be right, mate. Oh, are you joking, mate? Oh, mate, have you made that yourself? It's arrived. No, you. Who does that? What takeaway does that? Seriously. I mean, I used to eat liver and onions as a kid, mate. I just used to think, I was like living with fucking Hannibal Lecter. I just can eat a liver. Like, fair play to you, mate. Fair play. Enjoy, mate. But I'm blagged by that. Has Late Night Leeds Ladies not worked my thought it would? No, Top Banana. I get asked this a lot now, and it's quite hard for me to talk about because honestly, I'm passionate as all about it. We've agreed we're going to take it back up in Premier League. There's been a few personal issues for the girls and our ladies. And yeah, we probably shouldn't have done first show. We rushed the first show, got it to get it out there because we were all so excited. And then a few things come up that we sort of knew might come up, issues and stuff with work and health and stuff, and decided to put it on back burner for a bit. If I'm honest, we're in a group chat. I'm on them every week. Can we get one ready? Can we get one done? And yeah, we've got close a couple of times, but it's just not sort of worked out. I even considered looking elsewhere and getting more ladies, so we've got a bigger group and we can see who's available on that day, because I really want an all-female panel show on this channel. I want it to be a mainstay and a main part of this channel, and then hopefully from there, other people do it as well, and it grows, because I need a space to do it. And I wanted this channel to be the place to sort of elevate that and do that. And unfortunately, it just hasn't happened regular, but it is still there. We speak all the time. When I go to Dublin, I'm meeting Becky out in Dublin as well. She's going to be there. We speak on the group chat with Gemma and Emily on the weekly. So it's definitely happening. It is a bit annoying that I can't just say, yep, it's happening tomorrow. It's happening when it's out of my control. But they've all assured me that they're up for it. It's just, yeah. Yeah, Sean. Yeah, that's him, mate, Robbo. Why, hey, man? Yeah. The first time I saw that vid, I pissed myself when I saw Joe's class in it. Can't Priestley just put a wig on? Pizza, no pineapple or liver and onions. Good God, where did that come from? You could go on it, mate. Yeah, I could, but I have said that, but I need more than just one of them. And like I said, they've all three of them have sort of bad timing. But yeah, we will. It's definitely on there. And I tell you what, as well, I've got three great lasses to do it with. So you will definitely enjoy it when it's back. And I do believe that, like I say, I've somehow sourced the 3 best I could have hoped for, because they are great girls, and like I say, they're friends now, and I just need that consistency on here for them to show it, show how good they are and what they know, and just the personalities. But I just think an absolute boss. So I absolutely love them a bit. But yeah, hopefully it become regular. It is going to be regular, mate. Definitely. Me and Robbo and Joey B can get a wig and dress only if you were still my follow. Yeah, imagine. I even joking, right? I even contemplated that idea as well. And me going on for laugh on first one they didn't. I was actually going to wear one of our lasses' dresses. I don't give a shit, me, but I did bottle that, like I bottled the Irish accent. But don't be surprised if you see it one day. You wouldn't even notice it with me. You just be like, look at him. Look at her, she's beautiful. Done my best, that side of things, emphasising female host commentary for the Creator Cup. Yeah. We've got one of the best ones as well. Evie. It's legend. Legend. Liver and onion, to me, that sounds bad. Yeah, it's not for me, mate. I love that, Robbo. Oh, funny. Right, I think that's just about it. I enjoyed that. I was a bit nervous. It's something different, and I don't like having all slides up and stuff. I'm not the best of all that sort of stuff. But I hope you enjoyed it. I tried to bring something a little bit different to the scene. You would definitely say that, mate. You would definitely say that. But yeah, I'm working on stuff. I'm working on stuff in background and stuff. So we'll see how it goes. But I've got some more ideas. Is Evie on what? She's commentating on the Creators Cup is what she's doing, and can't think of no one better, can you? Jimmy Carr has a great video in regards to accents. Yeah, to be fair, mate, I think I've seen it. Jimmy Carr's class is one of my favourites. I'm sorry I'm late, really. Yeah, mate, you're really late, mate. It's done. Great stream, Mike. Thanks, Lee. Cheers, pal. You're a star. Thanks. I don't know about that, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I have Leeds finishing 15th in my book. That's without signing anybody. Come on. What are you all doing for charity? It's fantastic. Well done to you all. Such a good comment. Yeah, and just before I go, I'm going to announce something soon, but just so you know, Joe B knows, I mentioned it to him a fair few months ago, but I haven't said anything because of the Creators Cup. The beginning of September, I haven't picked a date yet. I am doing an Imagine Not Being Leeds charity walk. It's going to be split. It's going to be 50% to men's mental health charity. I'm not going to say which one yet, and it's going to be split between that and an autism charity. I'm looking at the minute. I'm going to pick a small autism charity based in Leeds. Anyone who watches the channel regularly know I've got one of my twin boys who's 6. Jonah's got autism, and he's autistic. He's going through the process at the minute of trying to get him into a school, which is better suited for him. Rather than being in mainstream where we're struggling. So that's going to be the beginning of September. I'm going to hone in on a date for you all, but it's going to be a really, really, big event. I'm hoping I can do it every year. So that will be getting done. Yeah, it's a long walk, Joe B. Not as long as yours, buddy, but it's a long one. But yeah, there'll be more details to come. I'm going to probably announce it mid-June when I get honed in on the details, but it's going to be a walk where I'm wanting subscribers, friends, family, and other content creators, anybody who wants to get involved. I want you all to get involved on that day, and raising money for 2 great charities, which will mean a lot to me if you can. So it's going to be great. So yeah, I'd really enjoy people getting involved. But like I say, it's going to be a long walk. But yeah, like I say, there'll be more details to come in next 3 or 4 weeks. Class stream, mate. Haven't been in one for a while. Worth watching. Thanks for having me, mate. Much appreciated. Great stream, buddy. Michael Mouble. Yeah, cheers, Top Banana. Thank you. Cheers, Paul. Yeah, no worries, man. It beats the room. Well, yeah, people have got to do them, aren't they? And I touch on them too, but yeah, something to do a bit different. Thank you very much. Great stuff. Just watched at 2 times speed to catch up. Think Crystal Palace get raided and go down. Oof, that's some bleeding call, that, mate. That is some call, that. What's that community leaderboard thing, bud? I don't know. It's not showing out on mine. Show comments on stage. I can do that now. It should show. It's on there now. I don't even know. There you go. It says something on the side there now. It could bring you up on screen now, but I don't know about the leaderboard. It doesn't say no. It's supposed to give you points on it for how many times you comment, I think. But I wish I could go. I'm back home to New Hampshire soon. It's going to be great to do that content creators. I can't wait. Yeah, I hope you do. Top Banana, it'd be really nice to meet you, mate. Cheers, pal. It's been a great night. Thank you. On the show with the ladies, I meant good stream. Enjoyed it again. It's not the StreamYard side, it's on YouTube. Ah, okay. That explains it then. But yeah, I just went through StreamYard. Do you do it, Joe, where you have like both screens on simultaneously? Because I don't do that. I'm still not very techy, even though I do all this AI baby stuff. I'm not very techy at all. So I'm still learning. I'm still in my infancy. I've only been doing it 8 months. 8 months? I'm in my 8th month now. I'm going into my eighth month, should I say. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, loved it. And I will be, I'll have a little pre-record out tomorrow, which is, yep, it's a nightmare, but it helps. Donate some money when I get back home. Nice one, Clem, legend. I have said in the members chat that I may swim the Irish. Yeah, to be fair, Sean Healy has said that. He said he's going to swim the Irish Sea in a fark out mankini and then bike half of the walk and then walk the rest of it. It's going to be like a triathlon. I'd love to see that, mate. Cheers, mate. Top quality live. Thanks so much. Right, everyone, take care. Yeah, love yous. Like, subscribe, and all that stuff. And have a good weekend. And I will see you on Sunday night with Priestley. Thank you very much.